Hey, Girl Scouts and viewers, I'm Heather.
And I'm Julia, and we're coming into you live today for this week's episode of Girl Talk Weekly.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Girl Talk Weekly is our newest vlog series created by Girl Scouts for Girl Scouts.
And if you're not a member, we would love to have you as our sisters in Girl Scouting. I'll drop a link below so you can find more information on how to join Girl Scouts.
Before we kick things off today, Julia and I would like to remind girls in our council of some important dates and information that's coming up.
Let's take a look of some of those dates on the screen right now.
Coming up this weekend is Girl Scouts Love State Parks Weekend.
That's right, and GSSJC has partnered with the Brazos Bend State Park for some awesome programming. Brazos Bend State Park is hosting activities on their Facebook page on Saturday, September 12th. Be sure to check them out.
Girls are encouraged to embrace the great outdoors at this amazing state park. To check out park regulations, check out the link below. Stay tuned to their Facebook page for more information.
Hey Heather, did you apply for the nature specialist position yet?
I think I'm a little too old for that position, Julia, but the deadline is on the screen.
Girls looking to earn their PIN or just looking to earn some extra hours should check out this information on the screen. The deadline to apply is this Saturday, the 12th.
And Girl Scouts, we're super excited for this next announcement. Girl Scouts of San Jacinto Council is excited to announce Family Days at Camp. That's right, it's still not too late to come and join us for the day at one of our camps for activities like archery, crafts, family field games, and all camp activity. Families of currently registered Girl Scouts may bring their Girl Scout and up to 4 family members from the same household.
I'm just so excited, and it's such a perfect time. The weather's going to be cooler, and I've been waiting all summer to go to camp. Our first family day at camp will be September 26th and 27th at Misty Meadows. To find more information on registration at Family Day at Camp, check out the link below.
And lastly, GSSJC would like to thank every girl who submitted their video audition for the Media Corps program. Our team is working hard to review the submissions, and announcements for the first ever inaugural class of Media Corps will be made shortly. So stay tuned to social and your email.
And I think that's it for our announcements.
Hey, Julia, did we get any more fan mail today? I've been practicing my autograph.
No fan mail this week. But Girl Scouts, be sure to send us your letters or emails. We love to hear from you, and who knows, you might be featured. Your letter might be featured on next week's episode. So be sure to send your mail to the address on the screen below.
Yes, be sure to send it in, and you might even get an autograph from yours truly.
Well, getting a mail really cheers me up.
You know what cheers me up? My pets.
Mine too. I love my animals. They just want to be loved and fed.
Yep, that's true. Animals are a great way for someone at home to help practice mental health. Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about mental health recently, but it's more important than ever.
You're so right. With so many things going on in the world right now, everything is changing so drastically, and things might not be working out the way you want them to. Taking care of one's mental health is a huge priority.
Take, for instance, the acting like that I do as a hobby. It's fun and creative, and it's just a way for me to unwind and relieve stress and really take care of myself both mentally and emotionally.
I know when I'm feeling down, some tender love and kisses from my dog usually cheers me up. Or when I can, I like to go camping, hiking, or rock climbing.
And to top it all off, there's actually a science behind the mechanics of happiness. The release of chemicals known as endorphins help people relieve stress, and promote happiness in the brain.
That is so funny you mentioned that because there's actually a Girl Scout badge for cadets called Science of Happiness badge.
That's actually where I got the information. And here to tell us more about the Science of Happiness badge and mental health is Girl Scout Kayla Lowe.
She joined by Dr. Claire Kirk, psychologist at Texas Children's Hospital and the Baylor College of Medicine. Let's take a look at what she has ready for us.
Hi, my name is Kayla Lowe. I'm an ambassador for Troop 3450 in San Diego. And these are the steps that I took to earn my Science of Happiness badge.
Hi, my name is Claire Kirk, and I'm a psychologist at Texas Children's Hospital. I'm excited to talk with you about the Science of Happiness badge. Step 1 includes doing something to make yourself happier. One of the activities in this step is to stop and smell the roses by paying attention to little things that make you feel happy. Psychologists call this skill mindfulness, which is giving all of your attention to one thing at a time, slowing down, and really noticing what you are doing and the things around you. Mindfulness is not trying to do a bunch of things at one time or rushing through something. We've learned from research that mindfulness can help us to be more patient, listen and pay attention better, stay calm under stress, feel happier, and enjoy things more. So there are really a lot of benefits to this skill. One cool thing about mindfulness is that you can practice it anywhere or during any activity. Anything can be done mindfully, including playing sports, talking with friends, and even eating. The key is to focus all of your attention on what you are doing and to refocus your attention when you notice your mind wandering. Know that it is completely normal to get distracted, so try to be patient with yourself when that happens. Just like with any new skill, you will get better with practice over time.
For step 1, I chose to stop and smell the roses. For that step, you have to pay attention to the little things that make you happy every day. For me, the little things that make me happy is something that I can look at when I wake up and right before I go to sleep. So every time I have something that happens that I have a good memory with or a note that someone gives me, I put it on this wall. For instance, these are my parents' tickets into the Alamo Dome when our band performed at State last year. This was a note given to me by one of my friends for Christmas. This is a note that my little brother wrote to me. He used to put little notes in my lunch kit, but now he's all grown up and he's too good for that. These are just, that's a birthday card from my friend. And then just little knickknacks. Every so often, those are all the medals I've earned in UIL. It's just things that make me happy.
Step 2 involves thinking differently for happiness. Our thoughts are so powerful and can really affect how we feel. This step notes that we often cannot change what happens during our day, but we can certainly choose how we react to those things. For example, imagine that you see a friend at the grocery store after school. You start to smile and say hi, but she walks quickly past you with an angry look on her face. There are several ways to think about and react to this situation that can have a real effect on your mood. One reaction could be to assume that she is angry towards you. You may then try to think of what you possibly could have done to upset her. This could leave you feeling sad, mad, or worried. Another way to think about the situation is to assume that she is having a hard day herself, or maybe didn't see you, or was in a hurry. Thinking about the situation in this way would likely leave you feeling more calm and much like you did before you saw your friend in the first place. The more we can look at a situation in a positive way, the happier we tend to be.
Step 2 is think differently for happiness. And the step that I chose to complete this is be happy for others. I have a cousin who's been working really, really hard all throughout college. She got an internship as a chemical engineer in this plant, and it's like a really big deal because she's worked so hard, like President's List, Dean's List, all A's, perfect GPA. Like she has just worked so hard, and I'm so happy for her. So I'm gonna write a little note for her, telling her how happy I am for her and how proud I am. And look, it's got this cute little doggy on it. Isn't it cute?
Step 3 has to do with getting happy through others. Positive relationships with others can really bring joy and happiness into our lives. All relationships, whether it's with a friend, a parent, a sibling, or even a teacher, need attention and care in order to strengthen them, kind of like tending to a garden. One way to strengthen relationships is to do something kind for someone. This can help you feel closer to someone else while feeling good knowing that you brightened their day.
To complete step 3, I chose to make something meaningful for a friend. I chose to paint this painting for my friend Emily because she's about to move into a new house, and that's kind of a big deal for her. So I decided that it might be nice for her to have something that represents her as a person in her new room.
Step 4 is doing a helpful happiness experiment. This is another way to boost your own happiness while helping other people find what brings them joy. Gathering information about happiness can give you and those around you a better idea of what works, as different strategies work differently from person to person. For instance, the things that make you happiest might not work for your friends or your siblings. My guess is that you all have some of the same interests, but likely many different interests. We all have different values and priorities that are important to us and bring us joy. The more we know about ourselves, the happier that we can be.
For step 4, I made an online survey on our troop page so that the girls could answer. And the question was, what makes you happy? The choices were hanging out with friends, eating your favorite food, running around with pets, or having a long time and doing something creative and fun. To create the online survey, I went onto our troop's Facebook page, and then I chose right here the option poll. I typed in, what makes you happy? And then for the options, I chose hanging out with friends and eating your fave food, because I know that makes me happy. Running around with pets, and then having alone. What is happening? Having alone time to make something creative. And that's how I made the poll, and then I just posted it. On the survey, I got 4 votes for having alone time, 3 votes for hanging out with friends, and 2 votes for running around with your pets. For me, my answer would be having alone time and doing something creative and fun, because if I'm stressed or something, the way I can unwind is really just getting in touch with myself and putting something new out there, creating something. Like just last night, I was having trouble going to sleep. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to turn the light on. I'm going to listen to some music, and I'm just going to paint. So I started painting a part of my desk. And it doesn't look the best, but that's not what matters. I got all that out of me. I got the creative energy out of me, and then I slept amazing.
Step 5 includes creating a happiness action plan. Once you have an idea of what works for boosting your own happiness, it's helpful to have a reminder, especially on days that are hard and when you're not feeling as well as you'd like. Sometimes when we are feeling difficult emotions like sadness, or it can be hard to remember strategies. It's important to practice the strategies that make you feel happy on days when you feel good, so that they become habits and are easier for you to remember to do on days when you could use some extra help. It's also important to put your happiness action plan somewhere where you can see it, maybe in the place where you could use the most help. Do you tend to go to your bedroom when you're sad? If so, putting it on your dresser or bedside table could do the trick. Do you tend to feel more nervous at school? Then putting it in your binder or locker could be the most helpful place to keep it.
The 5th step is to create a happiness action plan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an inspiration collage out of these sticky notes. I'm going to write my top 5 tips on how to stay happy. I'm going to stick them on my mirror, so every time I look in my mirror, I have all of those tips on how to stay happy. Here's where I chose to put my sticky notes, my 5 tips on how to stay happy. I chose to put them here because when I wake up in the morning, I can see it in the mirror. It's right there. And because I already have my own little collage going on right here, I have pictures of all my family members. And this word persist, it really means a lot to me. I have it painted on another painting in my room. And then I just have a bunch of fun little knickknacks here. So I thought that was a good place to put it because I kind of already have a collage here.
Man, Those are some really great tips and ideas for staying on top of mental health.
Absolutely. I was really inspired by our bedroom wall of all those great tips of just things to look at daily to keep you happy.
Mhm.
Those are good ways to be reminded daily of things that make me happy. I'm feeling so inspired right now.
Me too. I might go paint something so I can sleep better. So Girl Scouts, Julie and I challenge you to go out and live your best, happiest life.
And remember, if you can't take care of anyone unless you put yourself first and start taking care of yourself.
Yes. Stay tuned for next week as we'll be joined by a very special guest as well. I don't want to give it away, but I'm sure Girl Scouts and viewers everywhere will be excited for this episode.
I know I am. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode.
Until next time, Girl Scouts, I'm Heather.
And I'm Julia. Bye.